Welcome to The Explainer, where today we're jumping into a story that is, honestly, it's almost too weird to be true. We're talking about the White House, official denials, and dolls. Yeah, dolls.
Okay, but before we dive in, do us a quick solid and smash that like button. Seriously, it really helps the channel out. And hey, while you're at it, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next time we break down a story this wild. All right, let's get right into it. This whole thing got so out of hand, we're not just talking about some random internet rumor. Nope, this one got so big, the actual White House had to step in and make a formal statement.
And yeah, you're reading that correctly. They put out an official, on-the-record statement specifically to deny that one of the president's top advisors plays with dolls. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And just so we're all on the same page, no, really, this is a real thing that actually happened.
Okay, so the big question is, where on earth does a rumor this specific, this weird even, come from? Let's follow the breadcrumbs.
So get this. It apparently started way back during the Obama years. It was just some quiet gossip, whispers among GOP staffers on Capitol Hill about this supposed porcelain doll hobby. But then, bam, the Trump era hits. It gets published in a huge Rolling Stone profile, and suddenly that little whisper is a national headline. And that's what forced the White House to come out with that denial.
And here's the kicker. The report says that the very same staffers who started this whole thing as a joke, they never, ever thought he'd become one of the most powerful people in Washington. To them, he was just a punchline. So that brings us to the man himself. Who exactly is this guy at the center of all this doll drama? Let's talk about Stephen Miller. So inside Trumpworld, he's apparently got a ton of nicknames, and they all kind of point to his huge influence on policy, right? They call him Prime Minister Miller, the DHS boss, even President Miller. But the best one, according to a biography, Trump's own personal nickname for him was just Weird Steven. And this is where you see this wild split-screen reality. The official story, his press secretary says he's a loyal colleague and friend. But the inside scoop from a longtime Trump advisor, well, let's just say it was a little more blunt. They called him one intense mother effer. Now, when the White House responded, they didn't just say, nope, not true. Oh no, they went on a full-blown offensive with this huge defense of his character. His press secretary, Carolyn Leavitt, put out this glowing statement, calling him one of the president's longest-serving and most trusted advisors and praising his proven leadership abilities. I mean, it's a whole testimonial. And just as a friendly reminder, all of this very serious, high-level political defense was kicked off by a rumor about dolls. Just let that sink in. Okay, look, this is all pretty funny, for sure. But beyond the pure absurdity, is there something more going on here? Like, why does any of this actually matter? Well, this whole thing is what you could call a political marker. It's not really about the dolls, right? It's about how a guy who was once literally seen as a punchline by his own peers ends up becoming a top policy architect. When that happens, it tells you that the whole political landscape has just completely changed. So, at the end of the day, the joke became the reality. The punchline became the policymaker, and that, right there, is the real story hiding behind all the doll drama. Okay, this story is pretty out there, which, it got us thinking. What is the absolute weirdest political rumor you have ever heard? Seriously, we want to know. Drop it in the comments below. We're going to be reading them. Hey, thanks so much for watching this breakdown. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stuff just like this, and we will see you on the next one.